let's talk about AI. You know, is the current rave.
Yeah.
Some people believe it's a net positive.
Yes.
Some people believe it's an existential threat to
Yeah.
humanity generally.
Yeah.
And of course, they say that tech will be the first casualty of AI because now a lot of companies have had to lay off their staff. Do you think it is too smart for people to move into tech, even though AI is the rave of the moment now, and AI could easily replace a lot of all these tech jobs?
Yeah. So one of the best ways to predict the future is to think about, past and think about what has happened in the past.
Okay.
Nothing has really been a threat to humanity.
Okay.
We haven't had anything really that has been a threat to humanity. The problem is always not about the tool. It's always about myself and you, organizations, institutions, and the government.
Okay.
You have a choice to lay off because now you have artificial intelligence as a substitute.
Yeah.
But you also have a choice to say, we are not going to lay off. We are going to train people and build their capabilities to use those tools. Okay. AI doesn't exist in isolation. AI is trained by humans.
Yeah.
So forever, we would always have people who would extrapolate the data, clean the data, train the data. Would always have artificial intelligence engineer, would have AI designers, would have artificial intelligence products managers. These are new job opportunities that artificial intelligence is creating. But the problem today is not necessarily the artificial intelligence, is that we're spending a lot of time arguing about something that has come to stay instead of focusing on where are the gaps and how do we equip people for jobs. I'll give you two different examples. Every time I drive into the mall, Ikeja Mall, I still see people who are pressing the buttons and giving me tickets. In the UK, in the US, you just drive into a mall and then you get your tickets yourself, But we have a country where, in reality, the job of those guys will soon be displaced, But then there is the mall that has decided not to take an action. So it has nothing to do with the tool because the machine is there. It's the question of why shouldn't we be training those guys to be engineers to repair that machine? Why are we still keeping them there? Earning 50,000 a month and their only job is to press a button and give me tickets while I drive into the mall and drive out. Do you understand my point? So my point is always not about the machine or the tool or the artificial intelligence solution. It's about the fact that in reality, this tool has come to stay. The adoption right now in global economies is high. Trillions of dollars are spent, annually now on AI research. Companies are acquiring themselves, based on the opportunities created by machine learning, artificial intelligence. But our government as a country, for instance, needs to wake up to the reality that we will create a roadmap for the next 10 years, develop the next generation of artificial intelligence researchers, because that is an opportunity, AI product engineers, AI product managers, and also insert artificial intelligence into our curriculum, preparing the next generation to understand, to learn about the concept of AI. I'll give you a very interesting example. Do you know that if you are trained on how to use ChatGPT to create content, you are far better than the guy who isn't trained? Do you understand? Because then you know the type of questions to ask the AI solution and how to, I don't want to use the word manipulate, or how to maneuver and play around the solution to give you the right content. Why are we not training our digital marketers to learn that solution? Why are we sitting down complaining about maybe a solution is going to take the jobs away or not? It reminds me of the generation that started the use of cars, compared to the generation that said that cars must not come to stay because they were using horses. So if I had my way, there are three things I would be doing. Number one is to not revamp our curriculum, but we need to do a massive TOT, training of trainers across the country, And it's called the AI Awakening course, where the lady who is teaching in Kaduna, Primary 4, learns for 5 hours about the concept of artificial intelligence. Not because you want her to become an AI engineer, but because you want her to wake up to the reality that AI can do A, B, C, D, E, so that she takes it back to class and begins to educate the pupils about the opportunities, even the concepts, the conversations around AI. And the next thing we need to do is we need to now begin to create AI policies. And that goes from upskilling to getting every organization to then realize that you cannot just lay off unjustly. As you're laying off, you need to have a budgetary allocation to upskill your talent. So that Utiva doesn't just wake up today and say, because of one solution, we are laying off 30 people, But as you're laying off 30 people, you then need to have a budget for upskilling them. You can lay them off, but send them to a school where they will get upskilled. So that they don't just become redundant, to the country. And all these new structure, new models, and new, strategies, we need to wake up and begin to implement them. So for me, I would say it depends on who is looking at it. AI has got the capacity to displace people, but we then as humans, we've got the capacity to upskill people. So that as AI is displacing them in one job, they are equipped for other jobs, because there's a World Bank research that says over 300 million jobs will be created by artificial intelligence.
Oh, wow.
But the gap is still there. I mean, we have 650 million young people in Africa. So what are we doing about it?
Interesting.